The governor welcoming the Algon trimmer. Wow. To God be the glory. You can go back to the seats. Okay, again, I walk in Hankenna. Nankapara, Nankemo, so. It's a hazard. Because His Excellency,
the first time I told the people that the Igbo people gave back to Japan, they said I am crazy. I shut my mouth. Later, Japanese government said they are interested. I have to come. Because when I got there, I am going to show them why the Japanese answer names like Ogwejofo, Ngozeka.
The Japanese?
Yes. If you go to Kanagawa in Japan, you see that the Igbo people gave back to Japan. When I told them that the Igbo people gave back to the Harappan and the Dravidian civilization of India, people said I am crazy. But when I pointed Igbo things in India, in Hindu, in Sanskrit, everybody shut up. I asked them, why was the Ibuku road port a zoom from Ibuku bearing Sanskrit writings on the body? Because the Igbo people introduced Sanskrit. But the problem is this. Someone belittled your heritage and told you that your history started from slavery, not knowing that your ancestors has been here for more than 1.6 million years. This is the age of awakening. Our turn to tell the world that we are no longer believers, but knowers who are now tired of the identity crisis.
Yes. And 9 charges leveled against me. This place where I committed this crime was London, in the United Kingdom. Yes. When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself.
They removed it.
I told them that no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction to try me.
They removed that London.
Because since this offense was committed in England, so they said, it's only a UK court that can give a Nigerian court the authority to proceed, isn't it?
Yeah, based on that, they removed London.
Based on that, they now amended the charge again and removed London.
Location of the broadcast.
Location of the broadcast. Contrary to section 196,
174 of the Terrorism Prevention Act 2022.
In violation of their own laws. In violation of their own laws. And this persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen.
Very well.
It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yes.
You know, but you must understand that this is not just about landmark. There's an Igbo problem in Nigeria. That's why they are holding Nnamdi Kanu.
What's your take on
for asking
Nnamdi Kanu's
for
perpetual
Biafra.
detention?
And then we are rehabilitating Boko Haram commanders. He said 220,000 of them have surrendered with foreign currency in their hand. And you have rehabilitated them. But one guy who says, we want justice, we don't want to stay in Nigeria, you are holding him perpetually, using the judiciary or judicial, subterfuge to keep the trial. And everybody who knows what they are doing understand that it's not a judicial matter.
So Nnamdi is essentially a political prisoner.
He's a political hostage. Nigeria did not forgive Igbo since the end of the Civil War.
What did they do?
Because they challenged the real estate of the British called Nigeria. So, and they didn't forgive them since then. So everything has been done after that. We know this is the unspoken truth about the country called Nigeria, that They did not forgive Igbos for the Civil War.
The Igbos were the victims and they have forgiven the victims. So why is it difficult for the victors to...
You are preaching to the choir.
And in an interview, he had mentioned that the Igbos will never be president of Nigeria. There is a perpetual, narration to keep the Igbos the way they are.
Yes, so an average poor person is endangered. But you are likely more endangered if you have committed a generational crime against the Nigerian real estate. Owned
by being an Igbo man.
Of course, that's the truth. These people challenge me that, they hate me because I support Nnamdi Kanu. And I said, so be it. Because I know that I'm supporting justice. And I cannot support injustice because I want political favors from a country. If Igbos are not only in Nigeria, they're all over the world. Igbos are distributed all over the world. There's this urban legend that if Igbos cannot live in a place, the place is not livable. And that is the truth. But I cannot, my conscience cannot allow me to accommodate the genocide of 3 million people, 4 million people, and then the continuation of that denunciation of their existence through persecution, in which the Nigerian state is carrying out, either through Landmark or Nnamdi Kanu, or, Nigeria has been made to believe that a crime committed against Igbo doesn't fall under human rights abuse.
So do you think there has been accusations that most of the people killed in the southeast in the guise of IPOB are really not IPOB?
Exactly. If you are 17 years old in the east, you carry any kind of hairstyle and you run into a military checkpoint, you're automatically targeted. It's profiling.
Oh, wow.
You understand? But go to Katsina. Listen to this before we end this broadcast. The governor in Katsina said a whole local government with tons of bandits have only 5 policemen. Why is it that banditry and terrorism in the north is treated with kid gloves, and people who are asking for what is recognized by the United Nations as self-governance, the request for self-governance, is treated as a crime against the state?
Oh, sure, do you fear for your life?
It's too late. My life had been taken several times, to the point that all I'm dedicated to is living my life one day at a time.
We are here today to appeal to the Igbo nation that the Middle Belt people are not your enemies anymore. It's our appeal. And in this regard, we also want the Indigo worldwide to also take the Middle Belters as their friends and permanent brothers and sisters forever.
We are sorry for discovering the agenda. We are sorry on behalf of our leaders for understanding that we have been deceived over time. We are out for good to see the liberation and the freedom of not just Biafra, but the Middle Belt as well.
Taking one side. Okay, why they not arrest Sunday Ago? He want a protest in London. Tinubu doesn't make the arresting. But they are sending security to arrest Bole Bodejo, arrest Kanu. People who are standing for their people, they want to arrest them because this one is a Fulani, this one is an Igbo man. But Sunday Ago is patrolling, even is making a party yesterday. He threw a party in Ibadan. He was not arrested. Somebody is preaching for Adudua. Then you want us to vote again. Mr. President, I campaign with you. You know me, I know you. You say we should give you Nigeria. There's a new hope. Where is the new hope?
When my parents were fighting for the liberation of my country, they were called terrorists. The greatest terror caused in our country is often by elites in the bureaucracy in government who get into cahoots with foreign interests and are willing to sell their children, great-grandchildren, and grandmothers in exchange for expensive cars, for investments overseas, for little shiny trinket, never factories that produce, never productive economy sectors, but it's not just greed. It's a splendid display of foolishness.
In a country that today, whether you like it or not, we are the biggest investors outside our region. That means the Igbo man is one that even believes in the sustainability of the Nigerian project. That is why he can invest in a zone or a land where he does not come from. So why is Nnamdi still in detention? Because he's an Igbo man. That's why you have the same, another traditional ruler that is kept in Lagos prison that the Lagos State government is trying. Because he said, if you don't stop attacking our businesses, if you don't stop killing our people, we are going to bring help to defend our place. Instead of you dealing with the hate that your people are projecting there in Lagos, that is leading to killing of our people, burning of our businesses, because we are exercising our constitutional right to either vote or choose leaders. You went after the traditional ruler who spoke in defense of their people because you're an Igbo person. Other people in that same Lagos, both the traditional ruler has called for genocide against our people. None of them were charged. If you want to build a nation that even though the tongues and religion may differ, but in brotherhood we can still stand. You resolve the Igbo issue. Don't pretend like you don't know it's existing. You will not have stability. People, 70% of people believe that if president wants us to take him serious, he should first of all release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and find a way to go to the table to find a permanent political solution to the challenges facing our people. Then it's not about Nnamdi Kanu. Even if you take out Nnamdi today, the other generation that is coming are also having the same feeling rooted in their hearts. You see, have another person rise up. Because for how long are you going to keep treating people like that and expect them to believe? People have opinions based on your actions. Just because of Abiola's election that was robbed. They floated the deco, they fought. Some of them were charged for treason. There was bomb blast that time, remember? Even though there was accusation whether it was Abacha that was throwing the bomb or it was in the deco people, Tinubu were throwing it. There were the same transmitter and the kind was using fire medium and Tinubu, we had their own transmitter, radio Kudra, radio this. They were transmitting into the airways. So what to do? The Nedeko issue and the bill issue was resolved by compensating them with allowing them to run for the presidency by almost all the key stakeholders. Since that time, they have ruled almost 2 times now. But everything that has to do with the East, the method is different. Even the way you mount roadblock in the East, like is an Afghanistan that America just left from. Still, crime is still everywhere. It has turned into a collecting point for police or security agencies who are on those roads. Extorting the people, making... Today, you have a country that the Igbo man is not Chief of Army Staff. The Igbo man is not IG. The Igbo man is not DG of DSS. The Igbo man is not Customs CG. The Igbo man is not Immigration Head. The Igbo man is not Central Bank. The Igbo man is not Finance Minister. The Igbo man is not Federal Inland Revenue. The Igbo man is not Director of Military Intelligence. The Igbo man is not NSA. But still, they still believe. They are giving us bitter lemon every day.
He brought in Charles Soludo from London and make him Central Bank governor. He brought in Okonjo Iweala and make her Minister of Finance. He brought in Ndi Okereke Onyugu Onyiki, I don't really know what the son name is, and make her Stock Exchange Director. Boom, Nigerian economy began to boom. Nigeria was able to pay off all the debt we are owing. Now, what is going on? Enemies of the Igbos, what is going on? The 3 parastatals that is holding the economy of a nation was handed over to the Igbos. Then we see revival. Such have never happened in the economy of Nigeria. Instead of borrowing by them, the woman is busy paying off the debt. The Igbos are the solution of Nigeria. You Yoruba, you Hausa, the real Hausas, the real Fulanis who are going through what we Igbos too are going through should know this. Handing over or giving Igbo man chance can only save you, it cannot put you into problem. So it's all this sentiment of tribalism and stuff like that, that if Igbos my dear, there's no anybody in this world that will tell me that what Obasanjo did then was not the smartest move that any president that loves his country will do. And that's what I want to say.
Ọ na-abụ asọkata eze anya ekpuru nkata n'ihu gwa ya okwu. Maka na gba nkịtị mere na ọkụkọ anaghị anyụ mamịrị ruo taa. Danda sikwanụ na ihe ya ji ebu ibu abụghị na ibu anaghị anyị ya arọ, kama na ọ bụ ka a ghara isi na ọ bụ n'ama ya ka ibu dọrọ. Cheta na ihe agụ ji dị ebube dị ya na mbọ. Agba mbụ ọtụ n'ogwe. Agba mbọ ọtụ n'ogwe. Ọ bụzi ogwe ka a pịrị akụ. Jiri ụtụ ịmakwadị na okoro adịghị ka ibe na-echu ụra. Ọkụkọ ọbụla na-aṅụ mmiri na-eweli anya elu bụ arịrị juru ya n'obi. mara amara na onye ji mmadụ n'ala jikwa onwe ya. Na-eme ngwa ngwa emeghara ọdachi. Eme nwata ka emere ibe ya, obi ga-adịkwa ya mma.